So to get started on the Chipotle shrimp, you're obviously going to need shrimp. I have about a pound here. It has been, the shells have been taken off and it's been deveined. I've also taken off the shell, or the tail shell. I don't like shrimp that still have the shell on their tails. I'd rather just be able to pick it up and eat the whole thing. You're also going to be using garlic powder and McCormick Chipotle roasted garlic. I love this stuff. It is just really good. It's really good on everything. It works well with other meats too, like chicken and pork. It's good with like in your eggs. I use this all the time. And this is what we're going to be giving our shrimp the Chipotle flavor with. Also, you're going to need some black pepper. Now this is strictly for the marinating. What you're going to want to do is, I'm going to be using a Tupperware, and you're going to take your Chipotle and you're going to sprinkle it in there. Okay, put it to the side because we're not done. A little bit of garlic powder. The garlic powder just helps enhance the roasted garlic flavor that comes with the McCormick Chipotle garlic seasoning. Sprinkle some black pepper, then you're going to take your hands and toss your shrimp. Alright, now you're going to want to take some more. You just sprinkle more of your Chipotle in there. The whole point is to get them completely covered. A little bit more of your garlic powder. And then some black pepper. Okay. Now, again, we're going to be mixing it with our hands. Make sure you wash your hands with soap and water when you're done. Make sure they're all coated, get it all in the crevice. Alright, we're going to let this marinate for at least 2 hours. I recommend overnight because the shrimp can really absorb the Chipotle flavor better that way. Let's go ahead and give you a little peek. There they are. They're smothered in our Chipotle, our garlic powder, and our black pepper. I'm gonna put mine in the refrigerator for a couple hours because we're gonna be eating these for dinner tonight, so I don't exactly have enough time for overnight. And then we'll be back and I'll show you guys how I make these. When your shrimps are done marinating, you're gonna wanna get a lime. And a trick to the lime, even lemons, this works too. You put it down, you take your hand, and you just kind of roll it. It helps get the juices out a little bit easier after you cut it. Okay, so cut it in half. Your lime. You're going to want to squeeze half the lime onto your shrimp. Okay, there we go. That just gives it that extra little zing of flavor in there. Alright, so we're going to set that down. Next step is you're going to need to get a skillet. You're going to want to put it on a medium heat, and then we're going to drizzle some olive oil into the pan once it is hot enough. Now that our pan is nice and warm, we're going to take our extra virgin olive oil, and you're only going to need about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half. Then we're going to take our shrimp, dump it right in. You can hear that sizzle. That's what you're looking for. You just move it around. Make sure that all your shrimp are on the bottom because you want them to cook evenly. You don't want to have some shrimps that are sitting on top of another shrimp that's not getting cooked. Alright, so we're going to cook these on this side until they start to turn pink. Then we're going to want to flip them, and then when they are thoroughly cooked, which takes normally 5 to 7 minutes on a medium heat, then we're going to take it off the heat and let it sit. And while these are cooking, I'm going to show you a wonderful sauce that I make. It's a Chipotle sauce that we use sour cream, Chipotle, and lime juice. And it makes a really good addition when you go to wrap these up into a taco or even just to drizzle on top. So to start with the Chipotle sauce, it's pretty simple. You take some sour cream, take a big dollop of it, put it into a little bowl. If you want to, make more of this, I do suggest you use a larger bowl. but it's normally just myself and I when I eat this because the kids don't per se like spicy. We're gonna take some of our McCormick Chipotle. We're gonna sprinkle that in there. About a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. Depends upon how much of a kick you want in it. Then we're gonna take our black pepper and drizzle that in there. Just a little bit, I'd say probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. Then we're gonna take our lime and we're gonna squeeze it in there. I know what you're thinking, it probably looks a little runny right now, but we're gonna mix it up. So then you mix these all together. And this sauce is just, it's really good. The lime and the chipotle add so much flavor to the sour cream. It is unbelievable. Yeah, there is our special chipotle sauce. It's super easy, it's super yummy, and I highly recommend that you try this at least one time. All right, our shrimps have turned pink on one side, so we're just gonna go ahead and flip them over. Get the other sides cooked. You can also grill these. They're really good if you pop them on the grill. If you do want to grill them, I suggest you use a medium-low heat on your grill and turn the shrimp 2 minutes per side until they are perfectly pink and opaque. That way you'll know that they are done and you get those beautiful, wonderful grill marks on the shrimp themselves. Alright, so these have about 2 more minutes. You don't want to overcook. You just want to make sure that they are cooked thoroughly. Nobody wants food poisoning. Then we're going to remove it from the heat. We're going to let it sit in its juices for about 5 minutes, and then we'll be on to assembling our tacos. Okay, so when it comes to the assembly, I always do the lettuce first. You can use, regular iceberg lettuce, your favorite type of lettuce. Let's see. Just lay it down. Give it a nice little bed to lay on. Let's get you zoomed in a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to take some freshly cut tomatoes. Sprinkle that on top. Some onions. I love onions. Red onions work really well with this recipe too. Then you're going to take your shrimp and you're going to lay it on your little bed of lettuce. I normally do about 5 per taco, burrito, whatever you want to call them. Then we do some of our shredded cheese. I'm using a mild cheddar. The Fiesta blend works really well too, because you get those zesty flavors. Put it on. Alright, so for the chipotle, I put it in a little bag. All you have to do is just drizzle it on top. You can use fajita wraps too, if you want to make it look a little bit prettier. Then you take the sides, you roll it over, pull it back, and roll it up. There you go. We have a taco. That's how you do it. There you have it. There are my Chipotle shrimp wraps. They are really delicious. They're super easy, and they're gonna be everybody's favorite. They are a little bit spicy due to the Chipotle seasoning and the black pepper, but it's so worth it. So worth it. I hope you guys love this recipe as much as I do. Thank you for watching. Bye.